שפתי תפתח, אדוני שפתי תפתח, ופי יגיד תהילתך. שפתי תפתח, אדוני שפתי תפתח, ופי יגיד תהילתך. שפתיי תפתח, אדוני שפתיי תפתח, ופי יגיד תהילתך. שפתיי תפתח, אדוני שפתיי תפתח, ופי יגיד תהילתך. שפתיי תפתח אדוני שפתיי תפתח ופי יגיד תהילתך.
Justin's that mic, Mika's that mic.
Want to point it better at you?
You can point it better at her. It's fine, just put it better.
Old school doo-wop style.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's us. Okay, wait, okay. We fret about the past and worry about the future. And we forget to live with where we are now. And then we die and we understand nothing. But Teshuvah, Tefillah, and Tzedakah restore us to our place. Tzedakah, when we return to our true selves. Tefillah, when we stop time in holy conversation.
No, Elena.
No, Elena.
I don't even know what Elena is.
Yes. Yes. That's not real. That's not real.
Lainey, it's the last time I'm going to be up here with you.
Oh, wait, that's really sad.
That's so sad. This is how I began
I know.
knew you.
Crazy. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we got this. Okay.
We are returning again.
Return again.
Guys, now you have no pressure to screw up on the names.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we have now pressure
Do
to
you
screw up on
play
this.
it just based on sound?
It's insane.
That is
I don't-
insanely
What's
impressive.
that
I
skill
don't
called?
understand it.
It's like
Perfect pitch.
perfect pitch.
It is-
That is so impressive.
Hey, wait, I feel like
You're
I'm
insane.
No, you're fine.
Come on.
Oh, shit. I don't know my. Oh, she's with. That's really cute.
Oh, they don't.
That's right, and it's a throwback.
Return again.
Okay. Oh, let's go like. Make sure I'm not flashing more. Okay. Wow. This is
a good amount of
fascinating
people.
watching this.
Isn't it?
Wait. Tefillah, when we stop time in holy conversation. Tzedakah, when we transcend self.
I can't.
And that's when God
I can't.
We're
Just.
okay, fit.
Okay,
We are
what's the-
saying this together as one. Ruach HaOlam, breathing mindful.
Yes.
It's a disaster waiting for confidence.
Smile.
Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return to who you are, return to what you are, return to where you are, born and reborn again. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return again. Return again, return to the land of your soul. Tshuva, 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 tshuva.
Welcome to the Community Yom Kippur service. Today is the Day of Atonement. We are here to be at one with ourselves, at one with our community, and at one with God. We are given this opportunity to come back to our true selves.
We would like to introduce you to this year's service leaders. Sonia Lake, Ava Goldenberg, Nina Asang, Violet Wolf, Charlie Steinberg, Naomi Kaufman, Hannah Schwartz, Dylan Wintrobe, Bennett Wintrobe,
Eva Ritchie, Shimon Schachter, Rebecca Schvade, Jordan Hesekiel, Sasha Yalis, Lainey Siegel, Talia Becker, Sophia Dimitri Rose, Shale Ehrlich, Rowan Gleaser,
and our seniors,
Ellie Friedman Lowenthal, Emma Friedman Lowenthal, Davis Breitbard, Mika Schillinger Hyman on violin, Justin Slayan, Isabel Rositsky, and Noah Herson.
I am Everett Stokie.
And I'm Kaylin Asoki.
As we move through today's service, please bear with us on page numbers and please be present in each moment.
Now we declare, and as a congregation we proclaim, let the holiness rise up. On Rosh Hashanah it is written, on Yom Kippur it is sealed. And let us declare together, we understand nothing. All that is physical ends. We die, but not today, except sometimes today.
We fret about the past and worry about the future, and forget to live with where we are now. And then we die, we understand nothing. But Teshuvah, Tefillah, and Tzedakah, restore us to our place. Teshuvah, when we return to our true selves. Tefillah, when we stop time in holy conversation. Tzedakah, when we transcend self. And then God decrees.
Bless and be blessed by Ruah HaOlam,
breathing mindfulness.
la
stand to yourself for the Shema.
Join us on page 188.
Be'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha be'olavaha u'nafshecha u'bechol me'odecha ve'chayu ha'dvarim ha'ele asher anohim mitzvavecha hayom olavecha ve'shinatan levanecha v'dibartam bam Veshiftacha v'ritzecha u'leftecha b'derech u'shokbecha u'chkumecha u'shartam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu lo totocho bein einecha u'vtavtam al mizot beitecha u'yisharecha Lama tisyeru v'asiten et kol mitzvotai Mikel Nirshim Eloheim Ani Adonai Eloheim Asher Otzeiti Etem Meretz Mitzrayim Liot Lahem Elohim Ani Adonai Eloheim.
Place yourself on Unetana Tokef, shared by Trisha Arlen. Place yourself in front of fear. You will be judged. You will die. Place yourself in the center of the universe. You earn the spot simply by existing. Place yourself under the obligation to God.
However you understand or don't understand God. Place yourself on the path of holiness and joy and truth. Bless and be blessed by Hamakom, the place where we find ourselves.
Listen to my heart, courage back to the start. Nivamoha, Eilimatona, Nivamoha, Nivamoha.
I wrote this piece for this service. It's time to look upon the water and see the past year's you. You might not find in the reflection an image pure and true, because waters ebb and flow and shake and quiver too, but it's good to see the ripples of the entire you. Because reflection is a blessing, to be conscious, to be wise. Reflection is a power to question and to pry. If we could never see the great effects of our deeds, the world might go numb to all wrongs small and key. So we open our hearts wide and take a look inside to mend the broken and bring forward the love.
Sometimes I lay under the moon and thank God I'm breathing. Then I pray, don't take me soon, 'cause I am here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will pray. One day, one day, one day. Oh, one day, one day, one day. Hashivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom, Ve'amidenu Shomreinu leHayim. Hashivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom, Ve'amidenu Shomreinu leHayim. Hashivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom, Ve'amidenu Shomreinu leHayim. Shalom, 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 shalom.
Please rise and join us on page 198.
We are bound to one another in myriad ways, but each soul needs time to itself. In solitude, we meet the solitary one. Silence makes space for the still small voice. For the psalmist says, "Deep calls unto deep." From the depths of our soul, we seek what is most profound.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi ki tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol, HaGibor VeHanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei HaKol, Vezocher Chasdei Avot ve'imahot, U'mevii Geula Livnei Bneihem, L'man Shemo be'ahava. Zok Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham v'Zrat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechei hakol atah l'Hoshia. Mori atah, Mechakel hayim b'chesed, Mechayeh hakol b'rachamim rabim. Somech noflim ורופא חולים, ומציל אסורים, ומחיה אמונתו בשני עפר. ניחמוך בגבורות, ומדום אליו, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol.
We are about to recite the Unetana Tokef. This is a very powerful prayer. At first glance, it seems to offer a simplistic notion of punishment and reward, and perhaps even to deny free will. Some of us will die by fire, by water, by earthquake. Some of us won't. Our fate feels arbitrary. We become terrified for ourselves, for our families. We don't know what will happen or when, but it's all written down in a book. And at best, all we can hope for is to lessen the severity of our fate by living lives of repentance, prayer, and tzedakah. Unetana Tokef seems to be a prayer whose purpose is to fill us with dread, to compel us to lead repentant, righteous lives.
Yet, we can also look at this prayer as an awakening, a shock to the system. This still, small voice says, stop. Look at yourselves and your world. It is a voice that reminds us that today and every day is a day for reinventing ourselves, for reordering our priorities, and for rebirth and renewal. While the Unetana Tokef seems to be an inventory about the ways we might die, I would suggest that this prayer actually challenges us to examine how we are living.
Kedushat Chayom, Ki Hu Nora V'Chayom, Uvot Hinaseh Malhutecha, V'kom B'Chesed Kisecha, V'Teishalev Alav.
Berosh Hashanah yikatevun, uvyom som Kippur yechatemun, kama ya'avarun, vechama yitbareun. Mi yihyeh umi yamut, mi vekitzo umi lo vekitzo, mi va'esh umi va'amayim. Please join us with the English on the bottom of page 212. On Rosh Hashanah, this is written. On the fast of Yom Kippur, this is sealed. How many will pass away from this world? How many will be born into it? Who will live and who will die? Who will reach the ripeness of age? Who will be taken before their time? Who by fire and who by water? Who by war and who by beast? Who by famine and who by drought? Who by earthquake and who by plague? Who by strangling and who by stoning? Who will rest and who will wander? Who will be tranquil and who will be troubled? Who will live in who will live in poverty and who in prosperity? Who will be humbled and who exalted? Please take a moment for silent reflection. And please sit down.
Of the brokenness inside, I am light, 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 I am light. I'm not the mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that cause me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. 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 I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age, my race, my soul inside. A light, a light, a light. I am 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 divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am the star, a piece of it all. I am light. 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 I am light.
My name is Davis Breitbard. I'm a senior in high school, and I've been a part of this synagogue since I was a small child. Before I begin my speech, I'd like to express all of my love and thanks to this incredible community, but especially Tori, Ariana, and Marcia. You three have encouraged me to learn, to be curious, and to advocate for myself and what I believe in. And of course, to my parents for teaching me Jewish values and the strength in being vulnerable and sharing your story. My biggest thank you is to all of you for being here today. This community, these moments where we can all exist together in the same space, is a constant. It's something we can all count on to ground us. This community is always present year after year to see us through our hurt, through our healing, and through our growth. In today's world, having this knowledge is a blessing. I know that I, for one, am struggling to process many unknowns right now. I'm applying to college at a time when anti-Semitism is rising on campuses, when vast portions of the country are taking away my right to reproductive health care, and I don't even know if half the careers I'm interested in are going to exist in a future impacted by climate change and AI. And to embody Yom Kippur's themes of honesty and repentance, I want to share a more tangible, personal insight into the first unknown that I shared with you. I fear that if I end up at a less prestigious college with a less recognizable name, it'll somehow invalidate my intelligence, my work ethic, and my academic achievements. I would argue that many of us have felt this gnawing insecurity before, have felt that our positions, our past, our relationships, or even our appearances invalidate our self-worth and make us feel less deserving of our achievements, of understanding, and of love. And while I can't solve climate change or tell you that every choice you've made in life has been the right one, I can encourage you to listen to each other and to our Jewish values and heritage. There's a story that I've always loved by Hasidic scholar Rabbi Simcha Bunim. He used to say something along the lines of this: every person should carry 2 notes in their pocket, one that says, "A whole world was created for me," and another that says, "I am but dust and ashes." Rabbi Bunim knew of the complicated nature of being human. He knew of the anxieties and ailments that come with being human, but especially with being Jewish. I mean, between ADHD, anxiety, and stomach issues, they don't call us the chosen people for nothing. But all that to say, maybe Rabbi Bunim would tell me that I need to reach into the pocket of my intrinsic Jewish essence and remind myself that I am special, I am whole, and I am deserving of the world. And yet, the other note exists for a reason. We can't have confidence and self-worth without humility and compassion. So I propose that as we head into the year 5784, as I go off into the new terrain of adulthood and you all into your lives, that we remind ourselves of this moment together, that we let go of our insecurity, we remember the duality of Jewish values, and we be a little more forgiving of ourselves and of our community. Thank you.
We are about to say the Vidui. Vidui means confession. We are confessing all of our wrongdoings to ourselves, to God, and to our community. As we recite this prayer many times throughout this holiday, we gently hit our chests for each transgression listed. This action serves as a symbolic punishment for our hearts, which are ultimately responsible for leading us to our offenses. Let us all open our hearts and allow our Yetzer Tov, our good inclinations, to lead our way in the year to come.
Please join me in the English on page 418. Al chet shechatanu lefanecha. Join me. the ways we have wronged you deliberately and by mistake, and harm we have caused in your world through insincere promises. The ways we have wronged you by judging others unfairly, and harm we have caused in your world by making light of serious matters. The ways we have wronged you by giving in to our hostile impulses, and harm we have caused in your world through condescension.
The ways we have wronged you through our innermost thoughts, and harm we have caused in your world through the words of our mouths. The ways we have wronged you through our lies, deceit, and harm we have caused in your world by mistreating a friend or neighbor. The ways we have wronged you by hating without cause, and harm we have caused in your world through hypocrisy. Please join me in reading. V'al kulam Eloah slichot salach lanu, ma'al lanu kaper lanu. For all these failures of judgment and will, God of forgiveness, forgive us, pardon us, and lead us to atonement.
The ways we have wronged you openly and secretly, and harm we have caused in your world through our the ways we have wronged you by profaning your name in public, and harm we have caused in your world through offensive speech. The ways we have wronged you through gossip and rumor, and harm we have caused in your world through disrespect to parents and teachers. The ways we have wronged you through our narrow-mindedness, and harm we have caused in your world through dishonesty in business.
The ways we have wronged you through sexual immorality, and harm we have caused in your world through consumption of food and drink. The ways we have wronged you by betraying trust, and harm we have caused in your world through impulsive acts of malice. Please join me. Ba'al kulam Eloah slichot slach lanu mechal lanu kaper lanu. For all these failures of judgment and will, God of forgiveness, forgive us, pardon us, lead us to atonement.
We are Temple brats.
We all met in the pink and lavender rooms in Temple Preschool about 14 years ago.
Teacher Tori was the one who welcomed us into this space.
She taught us to love Judaism and even potty trained us. Thank you for that.
Being in this community for so long, we have learned to appreciate each other, learn to lift each other up, and be there for one another in times of need.
We are about to say the Misha Beirach, a prayer for healing.
Please hold in your hearts those that need us to hold them up, those that need help mentally, spiritually, or physically at this time.
Please be seated.
Strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen.
Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit,
Why do we read the book of Jonah on Yom Kippur? Midrash gives us 3 answers. The book of Jonah reminds us of God's mercy. If God can forgive the people of Nineveh, God can forgive us. Teshuvah is a pathway to forgiveness. For example, fasting and holding ourselves as close to death as possible. The final reason is that the natural world is in God's hands. We are about to hear an interpretation of the book of Jonah. Enjoy.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar binviim tovim veratza v'divrehem hane'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai haboher batorah uv'Moshe avdo uv'Yisrael amo uv'inviei ha'emet v'tzedek.
Saying, go where I send you. Don't I have a choice? You're running out of time. Someone has to listen. Someone has to learn before we reach a point of no return. Jonah, he set sail in the opposite direction, saying, I would only fail. I can't bear to try. But a storm came up and Jonah said, this is because of me. And the sailors prayed and threw him into the sea. And he sank down into the darkness. And he sank down into the deep. He was swallowed by a whale, they say. In the belly of his fear, he was safe. Jonah thought and dreamed in search of another answer. All was lost, it seemed, until he gave in to himself, saying, I must do what I meant to do, though it's not what I had planned. And then the whale released him on dry land. And he rose up out of the darkness. And he rose up out of the deep. The people listened and they changed, they say. In the city of their fears, they were safe. Jonah's work is done, and the story's far from over. He is sitting in the sun and cursing at the heat, saying nothing is as I expected, and never will it be. But then again, It's not all up to me.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, sur kol haolamim, tzadik bechol hadorot, ha'el ha'ne'eman, ha'omer ve'oseh, ha'medaber u'mkayem, shekol devarav, emet v'tzedek, al ha'torah, ve'al ha'avodah, ve'al ha'nevi'im, ve'al yom ha'kippurim hazeh, shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu, likdusha ve'limnucha, lechavod u'letifaret, al hakol Adonai Eloheinu, anachnu modim lach, u'mevarchim otach, Yitbarach Shimcha, befi kol chai tamid le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh Yom HaKippurim.
Avinu Malkeinu, as you said to Moses and Israel, you shall be holy, for I am holy. Let us affirm today, we shall pursue holiness in our everyday lives, revering mother and father, providing for the poor, rising before the aged, loving neighbors and strangers as ourselves. Avinu Malkeinu, hear our voice.
Avinu Malkeinu, chatanu lefanecha. Oh, please join us on 418. 428. 428. No, 8. It's 8. It didn't say first.
Please join us on page 428.
Okay. Avinu Malkeinu, chatanu lefanecha.
Avinu Malkeinu, almighty and merciful, we strayed and sinned before you.
Avinu Malkeinu, ein lanu melech ela atah.
Avinu Malkeinu, you alone are our sovereign.
Avinu Malkeinu, aseh imanu leman shemecha.
Avinu Malkeinu, toward us fits your name.
Avinu Malkeinu, chadesh alenu shana tova.
Avinu Malkeinu, renew us for a year of goodness.
Avinu Malkeinu, zachor ki afar anachnu.
Avinu Malkeinu, remember where we are.
Avinu Malkeinu, tehei hasa azot sha'at rachamim ve'et ratzon milfanecha.
Avinu Malkeinu, let this hour in your presence be a time of compassion and acceptance.
Avinu Malkeinu, chamol aleinu ve'al olalenu ve'tapenu.
Avinu Malkeinu, have compassion on us and our families. Avinu Malkeinu, aseh leman tivuchim al yechudecha. Avinu Malkeinu, act for the sake of the slain for its devotion to you. Avinu Malkeinu, aseh leman harugim al shem kodshecha. Avinu Malkeinu, aseh leman ba'e va'esh uvamayim al kiddush shemecha.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lishma kol shofar. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
Tekiah.
Shivarim.
Chua. Tekiah Gadolah.
Please be seated.
For those beloved who survive me. Harold M. Schulweis. Mourn me not with tears, ashes, or sackcloth, nor dwell in darkness, sadness, or remorse. Remember that I love you and wish for you a life of song.
You can choose, you can act, you can transform the world. My immortality is bound up with God's eternity, with God's justice, truth, and righteousness. And that eternity is strengthened by your loyalty and your love. Honor me with laughter and with goodness. With these, the better part of me lives on beyond the grave. We are about to say the Kaddish, a prayer to support those who are in mourning. Please rise if you have lost someone in the last 7 days. Please rise if you have lost someone in the last 30 days. Please rise if you have lost someone in the last year. Please rise if you are observing a yard site. We offer comfort to all who mourn, and we all rise in support. Please join us on page 122.
Yikadal v'yikadash shemei rabah. Ve'almadi vrach v'yotei ve'amlich machutei. V'chayachon u'yomechon u'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael. Ba'agalah v'zman kari v'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabah v'rach v'elmei u'mei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yifa'ar v'yitraman v'yinaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalas shemei v'kudashah b'richu. Le'elam birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechata, damiran ve'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom v'brama, Hu Yaseh Shalom, Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'al Kol Tevel Imru. Amen.
We are gifts and we are blessing. We are history and song. We are hope and we are healing. We are learning to be strong. We are words and we are stories. We are pictures of the past. We are carriers of wisdom, not the first and not the last. Dor vador nagid golecha, dor vador we protect this chain from generation to generation. Dor vador these lips will praise your name. Looking back on the journey that we carry in our hearts, from the shadow of the mountain to the waters that would part. We are blessed and we are holy. We are children of your way, and the words that bring us meaning, we will have the strength to say. Ledor vador nagid golecha, ledor vador we protect this chain from generation to generation. Ledor vador these lips will praise your name. Ledor vador nagid golecha, ledor vador we protect this chain from generation to generation. Ledor vador these lips will praise your name.
Please be seated.
Our day to pray is not over. If you are registered for the forgiveness service, please head across the street to St. John's. Rabbi Jonathan and Cantor Luck are waiting for you. Yizkor begins here at 5:30. Our parents have made the right decision to raise us in this synagogue. We would like all of you to have the same opportunities we have had in this community.
If you are not yet members of Congregation Emanu-El, we would like to encourage you to meet with Ariana Stoke, my mother, the best mother, our Director of Membership Experience. To find out more and join this wonderful community, be sure to join us for all of the Sukkot celebrations. Check our website for more information.
And finally, we would like to say a huge thank you to the three lovely, incredible ladies who made this all possible. Thank you to Tori Starks, Ariana Estoki, and Cantor Atti. And a huge thank you to the tech crew for making sure all of our voices have been heard. This wouldn't be possible without you.
Gemar Tov.
No.
That's it, buddy.
I fucked it up.
Wow.
Shivenu Adonai Elecha, Hashivenu Elecha v'nashuva, Chodesh Yameinu, Yameinu, תשליכנו אל תשליכנו לעת זיכנו כי ברחמים וברצון את תפילתנו. השיבנו אדוני אליך, השיבנו אליך ונשובה, חודש